If you're looking for an impressive and super flavorful dinner that can be on the table in about 30 minutes, then this Mediterranean shrimp with orzo is a great option. There are lots of different levels of flavor to this dish, and it packs a lot of the same characteristics frequently found in Greek and Mediterranean cuisine. And if you're new here, I'm Maggie, this is No Frills Kitchen, where I teach you how to cook with confidence with nothing fancy required.
So the first step of this recipe will be to marinate your shrimp. But before that, you're going to need to chop a bunch of fresh oregano. We're using this in pretty much every element of this recipe, so just chop it all at once and then add it in where needed. If you can't get fresh oregano for whatever reason, then you can use dried throughout the recipe. Just make sure that you reduce the amount called for in the recipe that's linked in the description by 2/3. The flavor of dried oregano is much more concentrated than fresh. And generally, I do prefer fresh if you can get it. Okay, now it's time to prep the shrimp. They don't have to marinate for long, only as long as it takes to prep the rest of your ingredients. They'll still take on a lot of flavor for just a short stint. So add some peeled and deveined shrimp. You can leave the tails on or take them off, it's up to you, to a medium bowl, and then grate in a clove of garlic, along with a bit of lemon zest. Season with salt and pepper and add a bit of your chopped oregano and drizzle over a glug of olive oil. Stir all of this so that the shrimp is evenly coated and then set it aside. It's fine to keep it at room temp for the time it takes for you to prep your ingredients. All right, next, go ahead and cook your orzo in well-salted water according to the package's instructions. Once it's done, drain off the cooking water and grate in a bit of lemon zest, throw in some of your chopped oregano, drizzle in some olive oil, and season with salt and pepper. Stir all of this to combine and set aside until you're ready to serve. Now, let's prep the ingredients for the sauce. First, thinly slice a shallot, then roughly chop some garlic. Make sure that you don't chop it too finely to prevent it from burning when you're cooking. Then chop a few pitted Kalamata olives. Finally, drain the juices off a can of whole peeled tomatoes and then crush them with your hands. Doing both of these steps ensures that you get the ideal flavor and consistency of your sauce. You can use the tomato juice in something like a Bloody Mary later. Now it's time to make the sauce. Add some olive oil to a large skillet and then add in an anchovy fillet, your garlic, and some chili flakes. Set the pan over medium heat and cook it until the anchovies begin to dissolve and the garlic turns tender, about 5 minutes, but it could be less. Then add in some sliced shallots and cook for a few more minutes, just until they're softened. Next, add your shrimp to the skillet. Cook the shrimp on one side until they're starting to turn pink, a minute or two depending on the size of your shrimp. Flip it over and continue to cook until they're just pink on the other side. Remove the shrimp from the skillet and place them back in the bowl they were marinating in. Note that the shrimp aren't fully cooked yet. We'll add them back into the sauce later to finish cooking. Now, deglaze the pan with a bit of dry white wine. Let the wine reduce and allow the strong alcoholic smell to cook off for a few minutes before adding in the crushed tomatoes, your chopped olives, and some capers. Stir and allow to bubble for a few more minutes. Then add your shrimp back into the sauce along with any of the accumulated juices in the bowl. Let the shrimp finish cooking completely in the sauce, about 2 more minutes. Now take the pan off the heat and stir in some crumbled feta, some chopped fresh parsley, and a bit more oregano. Spoon the sauce and shrimp over your cooked orzo and top with even more feta and herbs. Then all you need to do is serve and enjoy. If you liked this recipe, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next videos. Enjoy!